चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंतकोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, जगद्गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। So Hare Krishna. Okay, so in the last Ramayana call, we had discussed that Bharata Maharaj, when he had returned from Kekeya Desha, he found that his father has passed away, and he has rebuked his mother Kaikeyi, and also kept asking for forgiveness from everyone, because almost everyone was blaming him, and even Vasishtha Muni, he was trying to test if there are any traces of Bharat Maharaj, any traces of desire for Bharat Maharaj to become a king. So, but he didn't agree to it, and he said, let's everyone go along with the citizens of Ayodhya. Let's empty up the entire city and go to the hermitage, wherever in the forest, wherever Lord Rama, Sita Ram Lakshmana are there. Let's go there and beg his forgiveness and bring him back. And on his behalf, Bharat Maharaj will spend 14 years in the exile. So thinking like this, they all started, and we discussed that around 9,000 elephants, 60,000 chariot, 1 lakh horses. All of these were these meant this much of amount of animals were put, because they all used to mount those chariots and elephants and horses. So now all of them, they reached on the banks of Ganga, and then Bharat Maharaj, he gave oblations to his forefathers, to Dasharath Maharaj, and as they reached the bank of Ganga, the Guha, it was a Shringaberapuram, so Guha came to know, and he became doubtful. Why did Bharata Maharaj come with so much army? He could see from a distant place that he can see the flag that is related to Ikshvaku kingdom, and what he thought was, looks like they want to capture Rama completely. They want to eliminate any chances of enemies that Bharat Maharaj has. Otherwise, what is the point in coming with army? See, you see, this is very interesting. All of them are devotees. Okay, all of them, whether Guha or Bharat Maharaj, everybody are devotees of Lord Ram. And but there are misunderstandings like this, because what they view as per their knowledge, as per their what they think is right, they're doing it, but other person is unable to comprehend at the same level. So what Guha did was, he said, looks like Guha told to all his his fellow mates and other people, and he said, looks like Bharat Maharaj has come here to capture Rama, so that they can make the kingdom without an enemy. So what he did is, he instructed. See, he said, we have 500 boats. Each boat should be with 100 soldiers. Okay, you all of you be ready. I will go first and find out. And if I get to know that they have come here to harm Rama, then I will give you a sign. Immediately, let's fight, and we will drown them in Ganga river. They will not even cross Ganga river. So you see, this is what he thought. But he did not immediately start a fight. You see, that is an etiquette. Vaishnavas, again, devotees, and etiquette. So he first went and he tried, he put forward, this is my he didn't even say, This is my thought. He just said, can you please let me know for what reason you have? So he wanted to inquire. So when Guha came, Guha, he did just not come. He came with so many gifts. He approached Bharat Maharaj. Then Sumantra introduced Guha. And Sumantra said, Guha is a very good friend of Rama. And Bharata, he felt so happy looking at Guha. You said, you are a very dear friend of my brother Rama. So I revere you as a greatest person. I consider you are so lucky and you're very great. And he said, and he disclosed that I'm going to bring Rama back to the kingdom. So maybe if I go alone, he might not agree. That's why I'm bringing the entire Ayodhya with my army to beg Rama for his return. So Bharata said, and I understand my brother Ramachandra, he came here. Can you please tell me how they were? Because I did not see them for a long time. Can you tell me how they were, what they did, and what were the pastimes when they were living with you? So Bharata was happily listening to whatever Guha was mentioning. And then actually Guha invited them to his place, and he said, this is the place where Rama sat. This is a place where he ordered me to get some grass for the horses of chariots. This is a place where he slept. This is a place where he was speaking to Lakshmana. So when Guha showed the bed, there were still marks. There were the ornaments that Sita Devi was wearing. Those ornaments, they were pressed against the grass and leaves. There was thread of the sari attached. So looking at that, he lamented and he rolled on the ground crying. So he said Rama, he wore the same jata jotadhari. That means he matted his hair. He wore the sadhu dress. So he also immediately gave up all the clothes and he wore the same clothes that Rama was wearing. He said, if Rama is not enjoying, I'm not going to enjoy that comfort. And then Guha also helped him to mat his hair, because he ordered. So Guha, both Bharata and Shatrughna, they matted their hair, and then they wore the dress of a sadhu. Then they reached the Bharadwaja ashrama, and when because Guha told, so from here they reached the Bharadwaja ashrama. So Guha again arranged he had 500 boats. So he made so many trips so that entire Ayodhya and the army could cross. So he arranged for that. So they all crossed the other side of the river Ganga. And then they reached Bharadwaja ashram. So when he came there, when he approached Bharadwaja, they paid obeisances, and Bharadwaja Muni also inquired how are you doing, and all the hospitality was given. Then Bharadwaja Muni asked, have you come here to kill Rama? Because you are coming with such a big army. Immediately Bharat Maharaj, he cried. He said, I understand if Guha is asking, if others are asking, because they are not at that level, but you are a Muni, you know everything. And you are still asking me. So you see how many times he had to face the blame for which he was not even accounted. He's not, uh, uh, where he was not even involved. So then Bharadwaj Mani said, all right, don't worry, I will show you Rama's this place tomorrow. Now it has become evening, but let me give you a very nice hospitality to you and for your entire army and citizens. So Bharadwaj Muni, he went to Yagashala, that is fire sacrifice, that place, a sacrificial arena. And then he did some sacrifices. Based on that sacrifice, the demigods came. Vayudev, he gave a very nice, pleasant, cool breeze. He said, like this, Ramachandra's entire Ayodhya is here. So it doesn't happen at all like this. That entire city going to an ashram of a Muni. This is like once in a yuga, or the entire day of Brahma. So this is a very rare situation. So Bharadwaj said, I will not get opportunity again to serve the devotees of Lord Ramachandra. So he invited demigods. This is the time that we have to serve. We got the opportunity to serve the devotees of Lord Rama. So he said, he requested Vayudev, could you please, give a pleasant breeze across this place wherever they are. And then he invited heavenly damsels. And he also invited, like other people. So there were 20 servants for every person. 20 servants for one person. All of them are serving every citizen or every soldier in the army. Then Bharadwaj Muni, he created a palace itself, and he placed the throne, and he invited Bharata, please come. He tried to see where he's going to sit. So Bharata Maharaj came, and he sat, normally in front of the throne, you would have a foot resting, table. Just below the throne, you will have the foot resting stool. So he kept on that stand. He sat next to that stand, thinking that Lord Rama and Sita are sitting on the throne. They kept their feet on that stand. And Bharata Maharaj is meditating that I'm serving the lotus feet of Lord Rama. And he's meditating that Rama is sitting, and he's fanning with Chamara and Vyanjana, thinking my brother and Sita Devi, they're sitting here. My parents are here, so I'm serving them. Then Bharadwaja Muni understood. And then Bharadwaja Muni asked, could you please introduce who are all these queens? They look like queens. Then Bharat Maharaj started introducing. This is Mother Kausalya. She gave birth to Lord Rama. This is the very pious Sumitra. She gave birth to Lakshmana and Shatrughna. And this is Kaikeyi. She is the most foolish woman. She thinks that she is the most intelligent, beautiful, and she asks all unnecessary boons. she brought a dark spot. She's a dark spot for this Ikshvaku dynasty. So immediately Bharadwaja Muni said, no, this is why I have asked you to introduce who they are. You should never ever speak like that about your mother Kaikeyi. You do not know what she has done. Because of her strong base on her desires, in future, all the demigods, sages, everyone will be happy. So you never ever talk like that to Kaikeyi again. You see how much Kaikeyi has to go through. Her own son is insulting her in every place. So now Bharadwaja Muni, after giving all the hospitality, then Bharat Maharaj says that I would like to go and search for my brother. And Bharadwaja Muni said, yes, no, you go to Chitrakuta mountain, and he gave the direction. So you search there, you will find Sita Rama Lakshmana. So now they all reach Chitrakuta mountain, and as they reached Chitrakuta mountain, they were searching, where is Lord Ram? Now, as they were searching, because it is not like one or two people, like there are thousands, there are, at least we saw 200,000 or 300,000 animals, and there are so many people. So dust was raising from the ground. So Sita, Rama, Lakshmana, they saw some dust. Why there's so much dust there? Lakshmana, he immediately climbed a tall tree and shouted, my dear brother Rama, you give me my weapons. It looks like Bharata has come. It looks like they have come here to kill whatever the remaining enemy is there for Ikshvaku dynasty. He came here to kill us, so that there will be no enemy for him. They didn't just leave. They wanted to completely eradicate us. So you give me my weapons, immediately I will kill them. I'll kill both Bharata and Dasharatha if they have come. Then Rama said, Lakshmana, do you want the kingdom? Immediately Bharata, Lakshmana, he came down. He climbed down the tree. He humbly sat in front of Rama and said, Lakshmana, I will not enjoy this kingdom without my brothers. And you are saying that Bharata has come here for to take or to kill us. No. If my guess is right, maybe our father would have left his body. We do not know. And he wants to bring me back up. So maybe he is thinking that he's not strong enough to convince me. So he might be bringing the entire Ayodhya to convince me. So you tell me, if you want the kingdom, I will ask Bharata to give you. Immediately he will give you, and you can rule. So Lakshmana, immediately he bowed down and he asked for forgiveness. I'm sorry, Rama, I shouldn't have spoken. Anything that is, that's going to harm you, I will immediately try to defend. So Rama also understood. So meanwhile, Bharata is coming and he's running, he's searching all the places. He saw that there were some signs of some clothes hanging. They saw that this is the place where they're fetching the water. And he's seeing that, oh, these are all the, looks like Sita, Rama, Lakshmana are here, very close by. And he's running with even more speed. And he saw Ram at last, at a very far distance. With sadness, he shouted, "My dear brother, Rama," and then he collapsed. He collapsed there. Then Rama, Lakshmana, they came running to that place. They lifted Bharata, and when Bharata came back to his consciousness, then Rama asked, "What is this? What happened? Why are you looking so like a madman?" He inquired everything. Are you ruling properly? Are all the ministers giving you nice advice on how to rule nicely as a king? So he spoke in depth about political science. Our enemies are they being pacified? If someone is attacking, are you properly able to defend and subdue them? He's asking all the questions about just like when Rama, when he met Guha, he asked, because Guha was the king of that forest dwellers. So he asked Bharata, are you taking care of your citizens properly? Is everyone satisfied? Are you giving charity nicely to Brahmanas? Are you engaging everyone in their duties? That means this is one of the duty of the king, that there is no question of unemployment. In a kingdom, a king should make sure that there is no unemployment. If there is unemployment in a kingdom, then that means it is a very poor ruling. Immediately that king can be subdued and another dharmic king can come and rule. So he's asking all those questions. Now Bharata is saying, Rama, you're asking all these questions, I understand, but this all applies to someone who rules. I'm not ruling at all. Then Rama said, then why? And then he raised his eyebrows. And then Bharata Maharaj slowly said, after you have left, our father, weeping and weeping and weeping, he left his body, thinking of you. Moment Rama heard it, he collapsed. He rolled on the ground. And immediately he went to the hermitage and told Sita, you lost your father-in-law. Lakshmana, you lost your father. And no, they wept, they lamented for a very long time. Then after they controlled themselves, then Rama, he performed the funeral rites as a son has to perform the tarpana. So he did. Now, as that was over, now all the other citizens and ministers and they slowly come. And Kausalya Devi, she sees the signs of those rites. And she sees, see, normally what has to be offered as tarpana, means oblations to your forefathers, is whatever you eat, the best of what you eat is normally offered. So she saw certain balls, which normally a very poor person or someone who is a forest dweller, they don't have. Those have been offered. Kausalya understood. My son, Rama, he's a king. He's living in such poverty. She, seeing that again, she laments. And meanwhile, when she comes, then all the people also arrive there to bring Rama, including elephants and horses. And all of those people and animals, they are facing Lord Ramachandra. They are seeing Lord Ramachandra. Now their mothers come, Immediately Rama, Lakshmana, they pay obeisances to Kausalya, to Sumitra, and even to Kaikeyi and others. And after talking to some time, that even Sita Devi, she comes and she also pays obeisances to everyone. And as the daughter-in-law, she saw them and she's weeping. The mother-in-law is weeping. Kausalya, Sumitra, they're all weeping. So is everything fine? Are you all fine? And they all said, yes, I'm very fine. So after some initial talks, conversations, then they start requesting Rama to take the kingdom back. So Bharata Maharaj has saying, my dear brother, not just me, all these people, entire Kosala kingdom, the people are here. They have come here to take you back. These ministers, they are serving our dynasty from so many generations. They have also come and they are requesting to please come back and take the kingdom. And again, Bharata Maharaj was trying to talk something against Kaikeyi. It all happened due to my mother. I'm asking forgiveness on her behalf. Please forgive me. Please excuse her. You come back. Then Rama said, never ever blame your mother. I don't see any wrong in that. Our parents have the independence to decide the destiny or fate of us. He says that a parent has the independence to decide the destiny or the fate of their children. So you should follow what our father has decided for you. Similarly, you should allow me to do my duty. Now you brought so many people here, but imagine if I listen to them, that means I'm not following the orders of my father. That means I'll be disobeying my father. Then Bharata Maharaj could not say anything. So they had a long discussion on this. So that day it was over, it became night. So they all rested under trees, under various shelters. The next day morning, they all woke up, they freshened up, and they again started their discussion. Now Bharata is saying, my dear brother, to satisfy my mother's bones, I got this kingdom, but which I didn't ask for. Right? Okay, I will agree. Okay, I will take that kingdom. I'm taking that kingdom, and now I'm giving it to you. Actually, Rama, I thought, okay, let me take the kingdom, let me run. But after getting the kingdom, I was thinking it will be just like a horse and a donkey. Both horse and a donkey, they look at this, they look same, but they cannot run. They don't run the same way. It is like sparrow and Garuda. You are Garuda, I am like a sparrow. Both of them fly, but Garuda, no one can exceed his flying. So if I take this kingdom and I rule it, it will be like a donkey or a sparrow. I will not be able to rule this kingdom. I do not have those qualities. Rama, actually by birth, people get some characteristics. So you are born Uttama. Uttama means at a very higher stage when you are born itself. So the kingdom should naturally go to you. As Krishna says that you have to do in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, right, as per your occupational duty, you must work. Same thing Bharata is saying here. As per your guna, you have to do your duties. So Rama, you are a Kshatriya. You're born to rule this planet. And you're thinking that our father will be sad. No, our father from our birth, he was raising you as a future king for this kingdom. And anything which, if it comes hereditarily from father to son, it should come heartfully. The father should heartfully give it. Wholeheartedly he should give it. So this kingdom which came to me was not given to me wholeheartedly at all. I would have taken it. If Dasharath Maharaj wholeheartedly, if he wanted to give me, I would have taken it. But he didn't want. So you see, Rama, how this is the entire situation is. It is like, suppose a farmer, he plants a sapling, a fruit sapling, a fruit tree sapling, and he's nicely nurturing that plant. He's taking out all the weeds, and when it has become a big tree, and he was expecting fruits, that huge tree doesn't give fruits. If it didn't give fruits, how he will feel? He'll feel very unhappy. So the purpose of that tree is to give fruits. That's why he raised. That's why he nurtured that sapling to that full tree, full grown tree. Similarly, our Father has raised us, especially he raised you, expecting that you will be the one who will rule this kingdom. He will be very happy if you get the kingdom. With this, Bharata Maharaj, no, he rests his thing. No one could say anything. So when you see this conversation, when Bharata is putting forward these arguments, everybody who is listening, they are thinking, wow, there is no way Ramachandra can refute this argument. But immediately Rama would refute it. So for this, now Rama says, you see, Ramachandra said, Bharata, everything will fade away in this world. If there is a beginning, there is an end. So father left, whether whether he's left or whether he's living or not, it doesn't matter. You see, for any person, the age, the lifetime, it will not wait. The skin in the youth, it will be very tight, but when he becomes old, it becomes wrinkled. The hair will become white. But a man, he does not realize that his life is getting over. Just like the straw of grass, how they meet in a flowing water and then they immediately separate. Like that, we are also all meeting by the destiny. And again, we will separate. Dasharatha Maharaj, he knows all this very well. So as long as a person, whatever karma he does in that life, that will decide his next life. Their karma, if it is as per the dharma, then if it is as per dharma, then he will get a pious life in the next birth. So their karma will decide. Although our father had a different desire inside, but he had to follow the dharma. So our father had followed the dharma as long as he lived. So we have to follow what our father had ordered us to do. We cannot say, no, our father had initially thought it, but it didn't happen. No, he is bound by dharma. And it is our duty as the sons to prove his words are truthful. So then again, Bharata Maharaj, he put another argument. He said, you see, Rama, if someone has given you, okay, suppose now I'm giving a gift to one of you. When does it become yours? Tell me. If I'm giving gift to you, when does that become yours? Anyone?
When I accept.
Exactly. When you accept it. When you accept it, then it will become yours. So here, Bharata Maharaj is saying, Dasharatha Maharaj, he gave me, but I should accept it, right? But I'm not accepting it. Then how is it like a giving? And he says, suppose there is a donation, if someone is donation also, as I said, gift, one should accept. Then he said, suppose there is a third person in between. Now, when he takes such big decisions, our father, he didn't ask his ministers, he did not ask me. So the thing that I don't want, how can he force upon me? So I will not take it. So this is incorrect. So Rama, now you correct it properly. Now Rama says to Dasharatha, says to Bharata, Bharata, our father Dasharatha Maharaj, I heard it, that our father Dasharatha Maharaj, he promised to Kaikeya Maharaj, that means to our grandfather, Kaikeyi's father, that whoever is born of Kaikeyi, that boy will become the king. So Bharata, even before our birth itself, it was decided for whom the kingdom should go. Actually, by our mother, Kaikeyi, Dasharatha Maharaj is keeping his word to Kaikeyi Maharaj. She is making him to stand on his word. So what is there to correct it? See, correction has to be done when there was a mistake. But there is no mistake here at all. Everything was decided before itself. So you be the king to all the citizens, and maybe because I am also born of Kshatriya, I cannot give up my duty. So I will be the king for all the animals in the forest. So Bharata Maharaj, whatever he is talking, Rama is refuting. Then Bharat Maharaj, he looked at his ministers. He said, only I am going to talk, or are you also going to speak something? Then Jabali, he spoke of an atheistic philosophy. If you read what Jabali has told, or if you listen to it, it will be exact the same words of any atheist on this planet. Jabali says, what is this Ramado about dharma, not following dharma, correct and incorrect? Don't talk about dharma. Just enjoy whatever is given to you. Enjoy. Why are you even bothered? So he, yeah, he says, you see, why we are following all this dharma? Because some brahmanas, all those sages, they wrote something, and that's why we are following those. he's saying these Brahmanas, they want to get some money, so they wrote all these books so that they can get some money from the king. You don't go by those books. Whatever you see, you believe it. Whatever is not there, you don't believe it. He spoke law, many other things. Rama, he became very, very angry. Extremely angry. His eyes were red because he said to such a point, actually, is there a God? There is no God in my purview. It's all man-made, so that there will be some decorum and all that. Who has seen God? Nobody has seen God. Why do you have to follow dharma? What will happen after our death? Has anyone seen the hell? Has anyone seen the heaven? It's all crap. Ramachandra, he became very angry. His eyes were red. And he told very strongly to Jabali, never say such philosophies again. You have to follow the dharma. Whatever the Vedas, the scriptures have commanded you, you must do it. I'm getting a doubt. How did my father even employ such a person like you in our kingdom? Immediately, Vasishtha Muni comes and interferes. He says, see, no, please excuse Jabali. It is not that Rama, he does not know. He knows that we have to follow dharma. It is just that he doesn't know how to bring you back. In that love only he had rebuked you like this, or he has spoken like this, but he does not mean by those things. Because everyone are getting frustrated. Whatever argument you put in front of Rama, he's not coming back. So finally, as a final thing, they put, hey, what is this rules and regulations to follow? All these rules and regulations are man-made. Let's ditch all of them. So now Vasishtha Muni, he says that, see, the achar, in the Ikshvaku dynasty, the culture is that the eldest son in Ikshvaku dynasty, he will rule. And it is not a new thing. It is coming from the beginning, from a very long time. Do you think, Rama, that you have the rights to change that? Then Rama said, my dear Guru Maharaj, I came here only by the dharma. That means with the blessings of my father, my mother, and yourself, Guru, I came here. And so I'm going to stay. Then immediately Bharata, he goes on strike. There's a strike until death. Nirahara Diksha. He went and sat. I'm going to commit suicide from here. I'm going to strike until death. Rama said, this is the most abominable thing. You can't do such illegal activities. You immediately do Achamana and touch me. So, why touch Rama? Because Rama is the embodiment of the truthfulness. So, a person who touches a person who is very truthful, some of his sins, they all go away. That's why we should not touch anyone. Here in Western culture, we just give shake hands to everyone. No, that was never allowed. Only equals, they used to shake their hands, or they used to embrace each other. But rest, everybody, they would pay their obeisances. So then Vasishtha Muni said, I know the mindset of Bharata. and I know the mindset of Rama. So that is why I brought these golden shoes or golden padukas. Padukas are footwear. So I brought this golden footwear. My dear Rama, you wear it once and you leave it. These padukas will be your representation. And these padukas will rule the kingdom. So Bharata will rule the kingdom on your behalf. Bharata Maharaj also agreed to it. He said, yes, I'll stay outside Ayodhya at Nandi Gram as your representative. I will not even enter Ayodhya without you. He is already dressed like a mendicant now. He has matted his hair. So I will rule for this kingdom for 14 years just as your representative. Your padukas will be kept on the throne. Every day I would worship that. And as your representative, I will rule it. Suppose when a king goes for to do tapasya, he would voluntarily give those duties to others, to other ministers to temporarily take care. When he goes to the war, this is what happens. Not that the ministers go and usurp the kingdom, no. Now also any president, when he travels to another country, when that president is not in his home country, he gives those charge to other ministers. Okay, in my absence, you take care. The vice president or whoever, you take care. Like that, he said, I'll, as a representative for 14 years, I will take care of your kingdom. It is your kingdom. The moment you come back, I will give it to you. If you don't return in 14 years, immediately I'll jump into fire. So Rama agreed. Bharata, everyone agreed. Then Bharata, he kept those padukas, the footwear, on his head. And everyone, they're glorifying. What kind of brothers are they? The eldest brother who is supposed to rule, he's been banished illegally. And now the younger brother who can actually take it and rule it, he's not willing to do it. He's requesting the eldest brother to come back. Everyone are glorifying. Can we see such a siblings in this material world? We see siblings where they fight for the kingdoms. But will we ever be able to see such siblings where everyone are serving their eldest, and the eldest brother is the most pious in the entire world? And all of them were very happy. Kausalya, Sumitra, Kaikeyi, they all bid farewell to Sita, Rama, Lakshman, and Bharat Maharaj, Vasishtha Muni, all the ministers, they all bid farewell. And then they returned to Ayodhya. So not actually to Ayodhya, it was outside of Ayodhya. There was a village, Nandi Gram. In that Nandi Gram, the throne was brought in, and Bharata Maharaj kept those padukas on the throne, thinking that his brother is actually ruling. He was conducting the state affairs. And Bharat Maharaj said, I'm taking these padukas, so you will be going to instruct me through my heart how to rule. So who can do this? In other words, these are channa. That means these are hidden words which describe that Ramachandra is the Supreme Lord himself. A guru or a Vaishnava, a pure devotee, an acharya, who is a representative, a bona fide representative of the Supreme Lord, and Krishna or Krishna and his incarnations, only they can instruct someone through the heart. That is why Krishna is called Chaitya Guru. He is a guru who instructs through the heart. Okay, so now they all returned and they settled. Now, meanwhile, what happened? The entire Chitrakuta mountain, it became dirty. It became very unclean. Why? Because all the army had come. They had, they had spread across the entire mountain where there was no gap also. So, now Chitrakuta mountain became very dirty, and then they decide, no, let's go away from this place, because now all the Ayodhya Vasis, they know that he's here. Now, and tomorrow, any problem, anything comes, they will come back here itself, and they'll keep disturbing us. So Sita and Lakshmana, let's move from this place. Now, as they were going, they were passing by an ashrama of a great sage there. And all the disciples, and there are other sages, they were all talking with each other, with a sign of their eyes. They're looking at Rama and showing it through the eyes. Yeah, this person only, and all that. Rama saw that. He observed and he asked their guru, my dear sage, I see your disciples and all the other disciples or sages of this ashrama, as we were traveling, they were all looking at us and then they were talking in some sign languages. Did I commit any mistake? So you see the humbleness of Lord Ram. He did not like, oh, I am such a great king. How dare they, they talk behind me, or they don't properly behave. He didn't. He was so humble. He said, did I commit any mistake? Maybe, Sita Devi, she was never accustomed to living in this forest. Without her knowledge, maybe did she commit any offense? And my brother, he's very young. Sometimes he becomes hyper and he becomes angry. Did he commit any mistake? If at all we have done any mistakes, please forgive us. And please tell us what mistake we committed. So the Guru says, no, nothing, Rama. None of you have committed any mistakes. You see, Ravana's brother, he says is Kharu. Okay, this Kharu, he's Ravana's brother. His main goal is to torture the sages. He's very sinful. So he's disturbing us. And when he got to know that you are such a great Kshatriya is in this place, he's getting afraid and he's torturing us even more. So you stay here, Rama. You nicely stay here. We will go from this place. So Lord Rama could not bear it. When they were going, he was unable to live. He wanted the association of devotees. Without those devotees, he was unable to live. So he said, if no devotees are here, what is the use of living here? We will also go. So they all left from those places. And on their way, they reached Atri Muni's ashrama. Atri is one of the very great sage, Atri and Anasuya. Anasuya is considered as one of the chaste wife or woman, Pativrata. Just being chaste woman, she got so much power, equivalent to a great austere sage, great Rishi. So they reached Atri Muni's ashrama. They paid their obeisances to Atri Muni and Anasuya Devi. And Anasuya Devi immediately welcomed her. And Atri Muni says, she is Anasuya. She's so great, Rama, that once there was a famine in this entire kingdom. When the earth was burnt up by the drought, without any break for 10 years. This woman, virtuous woman, she produced fruits and roots, and she caused Jahnavi river, that means the Ganga river, to flow here. With my permission, she practiced the austerities and penance for 10,000 years. And in a great hurry, once what happened, 10 nights were reduced to 1 night. But she has become very old now. You see, she has become very old. So Sita Devi, she immediately comes, she pays homage, she paid obeisances to Anasuya. Anasuya Devi was a very virtuous wife. She was wrinkled, she was aged, her hair turned grey. So then Sita Devi introduced herself by telling this, I am Sita. Then the wife Anasuya takes Sita Devi inside her hermitage. Then Sita, Rama Lakshman, they speak to Atri, while Anasuya, she speaks to Sita Devi inside the ashram. And she glorifies Sita. You are a very beautiful woman. You could have stayed in the palace itself. You don't have to follow. But leaving your relatives, honor, prosperity, you're accompanying your husband, who is expelled into the forest. Without blaming him, even a word, you are following him. And that is the greatest austerity a woman can perform. There are no austerities mentioned for women. If they are very faithfully serving their husbands, automatically they'll become as powerful as a Muni. Then Anasuya explained what are the duties of a devoted wife. And after the end of the conversation, Sita agrees to everything. Yes, my dear mother, I accept it. Yes, this is how we should live. She never, had it been someone, the wife, in today's world, she would go, who does not have a good character. What she would look down upon her husband and complain to others. You see, my husband, he's actually the king. He has a full right to take over the kingdom. His father illegally, he took some boons from his stepmother, and he was banished. His father in turn requested him also to imprison his father, and he can take over the kingdom by force and rule. Nobody would have questioned. Actually, not everyone in the kingdom, they want Rama to be the king. You see, even Bharata, Shatrughan, they also want him only to be the king. But you look at my husband. He is so useless. He left everything, and he's torturing me also. Sita Devi never ever spoke like that. She took the word of Lord Ramachandra as the ultimate. She didn't even question when she first heard that we need to go to forest. Oh, that's okay, no problem. I'll also come with you. That's it. Nothing in her heart. That is a purity of a woman. So then Anasuya asked her question that Sita, I heard that at the time when Rama and at the time of your wedding, when Rama he was trying to thread the bowstring from one end, tie the bowstring from one end to another, the Shiva Dhanus, it broke. After that, you both are supposed to get married, but there was a 10-day delay. Why there was a 10-day delay? This secret, Valmiki Maharshi, he explains here that now Sita will say, yes, my husband is so virtuous. Immediately when he broke that Sivadhanas, and my father said, yeah, I'm going to give my daughter to you. Rama said, who are you to give your daughter to me? If at all I have to get married, my parents have to agree with me. Without their permission, I'm not going to get married. Just because out of lust or some, no, without any sense gratification or no sense control, I'm not going to accept. So then Janaka Maharaj, he sent his messengers immediately to go and explain everything what had happened. And then they all came back. They went in 2 or 3 days, and all of them, they took 7 days to return with their with their entire group. So that's why there was a 10-day gap. So Anasuya, she felt very happy, and she, they bless him, and then they go deep into the forest. Okay, with this, the Ayodhya Kanda is completed. Okay, so tomorrow is Sri Rama Navami, same appearance of Lord Ramachandra. So we'll have some program in the evening, and maybe we will have a lecture little earlier itself, around 7:30 or so. We can have this lecture. His Grace Dharmavam Prabhu is going to come and he's going to give. If he's not able to give, then I will take the class. Okay. So it is advised that all of us fast tomorrow till the sunset, and then we can take the Ekadashi Prasad.